Prodigy. I'm here with
Movie Papa.
and
Seen it. Hello. I
good
synced it.
evening. Oh, go ahead. I was just gonna
Yep.
say good evening, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Same Script, Different Cast. Today we're going to talk about Candyman, Teresa's most anticipated movie of the year.
Wow.
Seen it, excuse me.
I wouldn't say that, but I mean it's high. It's high up there. It is definitely.
And we're going to talk about Jungle Cruise that all of us have seen. Well, seen most of it.
Teresa
And,
haven't seen it.
She said she's seen some of it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
that's
seen
right.
some of
She
it.
fell asleep.
So we're going to talk about Jungle Cruise 2, which is the new Disney movie with The Rock. And I forgot Emily Blunt.
Yeah, she's in it too.
Yeah, I forgot her name real quick. Emily Blunt. That came out on Disney Plus and in the movie theater. That cost me $30 on Disney Plus. First time I ever paid for a Disney Plus movie, and I will never do it again.
You did?
Yes, the child wanted to see it
At home. That means
at
a lot.
home. And
So I bet you it was significantly cheaper for you because you didn't have to pay for movie tickets. You didn't have to get snacks. You didn't have to get anything to drink. But Savannah is a... So this is why I was telling a friend of ours that, you know, you go to 7-Eleven, get your snacks and stuff and your drinks and put it in a book bag. But he got boys, so I get it. It's different for me with a female. But Savannah's a girl, so maybe you could take advantage of that next time.
well, I mean, one of the benefits was definitely that I could trying to host this real quick. One of the benefits was that I guess you can rewatch it over and over again.
Yeah.
So,
I guess so.
Because
Okay.
I actually took me probably 4 sittings to finish the movie.
Okay.
I
Really?
had to get up and leave and go places, and yeah, it took.
So it was that much of a struggle for you to
Well,
follow.
because I literally had to stop to go. Like she had to actually, her mom came to pick her up the first night, so we ended it early. Oh, because she had to leave. It was time for her to go. I went to go see Janine, and then I think when we came back, I caught up with her again Sunday. And we started watching it, trying to catch up on it again. I had to go live or go somewhere, and I had to finish it on Monday night. So actually 3 sittings to finish it.
Okay.
So I feel what Teresa was doing, but yeah, it took 3 sittings. But it was good. It just took 3 sittings. She watched it like twice, so she liked it.
Okay.
But anyway, we're not talking about that first. We're talking about Candyman,
Right.
the black evil.
Why do you boo it? Tell us why.
Candyman, oh my God.
Why?
That's a trigger for me from my childhood. That was horrible.
Why is it a trigger?
Bees all on his face? Like, come on, no.
But do you understand the origin of everything that he went through?
So to prep for tonight, I went to YouTube for my guy, Heavy Spoilers. He did a little segment on it. He's building up for the new movie that's coming out.
Okay.
I couldn't finish it because the bees coming out of his mouth and all of this stuff. But to answer your question, the origin of it, correct me if I'm wrong. A love story.
Yep, which is how horror movies tend to be. Yep.
Yeah, a love story. So he was a slave. He was messing with the white woman, and they killed him. And they chopped off his arm. They poured honey on him, and bees supposed to how to kill him.
And he was. That's yeah, and they spread his ashes on Cabrini Green, which is now in Chicago. It's a housing project. But his father was a rich shoemaker. And so he was actually wealthy.
So he wasn't a slave. He was a wealthy black man.
Yes.
In the South?
I don't know.
How long ago
No,
was
it would have to be in Chicago because that's where his ashes were spread. So maybe
this was a long time ago?
With slavery time.
Yeah, with slavery. Okay. I was actually in the middle of
Jim Crow.
Well, I was actually, before that, like slave, North and South slave, I presume. And then I was actually reading The Forbidden, which is the short story that Clive Barker wrote. He's the same guy who did Hellraiser. He's an author, and it's from the Book of Bloods. And so I was reading Forbidden. I started it today so that I could get just the backstory of the short story. I'm actually recording it. I'm going to post it on YouTube. and on SoundCloud because I'm just narrating. So I'm
How
reading
long
the
is
short story.
the recording?
Oh, you're reading it? Oh my god, I definitely want to hear it.
So,
You guys,
so I
Yeah,
have to
we need to post that link on Instagram then.
I definitely will do that. Yeah. So when I finish the short story, I'll do that. And so far it follows the movie. The woman Helen, she's doing her thesis. It's on graffiti. She learns about urban legends, and so that's where I am right there. And then, I mean, it's kind of quick because I've already met Anne Marie, who is the black woman that she meets in the housing project in the movie, and who's the woman who's going to be in the newer Candyman. So she's going to be in it again. This is what? That was 1992. So this is almost 20 years later. And then her son, Anthony, is the guy all grown up in the newer movie. And
That's
so
the main character.
Right. And so if y'all are familiar with the older movie, when Candyman took the baby, it was Anthony.
There was a baby?
Anthony. Anthony was a baby. He took Anthony because, well, all right, let me back up. Let me go through it this way.
Let me know. Okay. You know I don't know.
Let's get into let's dive into it.
Yeah. So one of the things I do like about Candyman that I wanted to touch on is that he's a black antagonist, and there's not a lot of that because Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers are all white men. So it's rare that you see. What happened? Ice Cube? He was a.
In what?
What movie was this?
Wasn't he bad guy in the movie with Busta Rhymes and the college kids? Wasn't he one of the bad students?
What movie is this? Are you making this up as we go along?
Never mind.
Hey J Flix. Yeah. The only okay.
Hey J Flix.
So the only other
well, hello to you too, J Flix.
Because I don't know where that went. I don't know when Ice Cube was in a horror movie, but
he was a bad guy in Three Kings.
There you go.
That wasn't. Yeah. Well, maybe you should sit this one out. Maybe you shouldn't talk for a little bit. So other antagonists included.
I'll do that right quick, okay?
All right. So Tales from the Hood, but he was a devil, and we've seen other people play devil, black people, white people. You never seen like a white person also play Candyman. Is what I'm trying to say. Because I'm thinking
how
of people.
How many Candyman movies were there?
Oh my gosh, maybe like 5 or 6, but none of those matter because it goes from the first one from 1992 to now. They're scrapping all the other ones. I didn't see all those other ones anyway, but they're scrapping those. So one of the reasons I like the movie, it's very tense and it is scary. But the thing is, there are 2 deaths in the whole movie. One is off screen.
Deaths.
It's only 2. One is off screen and one is in front of you. So, I mean, that's it. So you have to think about the movie is the anticipation, the tenseness of everything. So it's not everything that you're afraid of or that is making your blood pressure rise is all in your mind because all of this is not a lot of gore in it. And what I found interesting in one of the interviews. So Virginia Madsen, who plays Helen in the movie, the director, he was like, I don't like it when people scream. So he got her hypnotized. So in the scenes where it's like, Helen, and all that, and she turns around and she's looking like this and her eyes are glassy, it's because she's hypnotized at that point. The director is like, screaming, it's so annoying.
Real life hypnotized?
Mm-hmm. So she talks about it. She talks about it in an interview.
No.
Wait a minute, what?
He wanted that authentic look of just like Helen. So she is just like, when you see it, she's drawn to him and she's just like, she can't move. It's like she's paralyzed.
I gotta cut on the light.
And so she talked about it in an interview one time when she was hypnotized and her arm was up in the air because he knew which word to say. And she was just like, how did that happen? She's like, I can't do this anymore. And so it did stop. But that is how it was. So if you watch the movie again, pay attention to how it looks like she is like in a gaze and in a stare. It's because she's hypnotized. Now,
I never would have caught that.
Yeah,
I never would have caught that neither.
Yeah, so that was pretty interesting. So movie pop up.
If that's still like to this day, like if the movie is playing, like if somebody call out the name Helen, if it's Because him and
It was another trigger. It was another trigger word, but she said, "I can't do this anymore." So somehow they stopped that. So I don't know if the hypnotist went back in.
That's a lot of trust. That's a lot of trust.
Yeah. So at least like check out that movie and really pay attention to those scenes. As far as with the bees, what I learned in the interview is that they were not like adult bees with stingers. They were baby bees. They had a beekeeper. And when the bees were in Tony Todd's mouth, he had a mouth guard so that the bees wouldn't like go down his throat or anything. The bees were like right here. And then he still got stung a little bit, but they weren't supposed to sting him. That's really weird.
So you're talking about the bees in the new? You talking about the bees in the new movie or the old?
No. I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the old
bees in the new movie too, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So in the old movie with Tony Todd, he had a mouth guard. He also had something on his chest with the bees. And then Virginia Madsen, she was allergic to bees, so they actually had paramedics on set in case she got stung. But again, these were not adult bees; these were baby bees, so they weren't supposed to sting. But apparently, he still got stung. But I guess it wasn't too bad. He returned for like 4 or 5 more and still got bees on him. So I just want to make sure that I hit on that because I found that very interesting.
Poor honeybees.
So direct. I know I told y'all I've been watching the Netflix series The Movies That Made Us. Season 2 came out and they did Jurassic Park is a part of that. And so watching that, I learned that CGI was pretty much birthed for the movie Jurassic Park. So I guess for Candyman having all the beads and stuff on you, they probably couldn't do it as CGI.
I wouldn't have wanted to see that because some stuff is better practically. Seriously. I mean, they took enough precautions on there. I mean, maybe the bees, the stings were like really small, but when I prefer practical. Practical looks so much better than CG because you look at stuff, it takes you out of the movie like, oh, that's CG. Not everything can be done with CG. So that was practical. They did the best they could by using baby bees. They had paramedics on set. They had stunt performers. So yeah, I prefer the realness. And it looked good. It looked really good.
So we're not sure if it's real in the new one?
I have no idea. I don't know anything about the new one, but I will talk about my expectations.
Okay.
Well, before you get into that, so quick question. So the original Candyman, that wasn't written or directed by a Black person. It just so happened that the antagonist was a Black person.
Correct. It was not written. No, Clive Barker is like from England or something, and the director, I think he's not from the U.S. either.
But the original was Black too?
The original. What do you mean? The story?
Yeah. Like when they wrote the story knowing he was going to be Black?
I don't know, but from the beginning of the story, it looks like they're on the projects, and the woman who's talking, Anne-Marie, sounds Black, so maybe, but I'm not 100% sure. Gotcha. But then ashes in the movie were spread on Cabrini Green, because in the story, I'm not there yet. It's just Helen doing her research. And I told you about the premise, the grad student and doing her thesis. And this is the thing. The grad students, which is Helen Bernadette, and that's the Black woman that's in the movie, they're trying to debunk the urban legends. And so from doing that, they're taking out the legend. So they're making people no longer believe in Candyman. And so that takes away from the lore of it. And
What's
so
that's the same with Freddy,
versus Jason, yes, because Freddy was like, make them remember me, Jason. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
I know a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit.
Okay, and
horror is not my thing, but.
Okay, so the thing is, in the movie, the killings that are happening in Cabrini Green, which is happening actually by a gang member that's going by the name Candyman. So when Helen is she's doing her research, and then she ends up in the bathroom, and the guy comes over and say, "I hear you looking for Candyman, bitch," and like hits her in the face. And then she goes to the police station, and she picks him out in the lineup, then he's arrested. So from that point, and then she's saying, she befriended a little boy that was there. So you see, he's not real. And so it's at that point that he comes for her. Because before the point, her and her friend Bernadette, the black lady, they said Candyman 4 times in the mirror together. Then Helen went again and said the 5th time. That brings them out. Bernadette did not say the 5th time. Helen did. Bernadette
wait a minute. I'm sorry. Repeat that again. Say that again.
They said it 4 times in the mirror. You say it 5 times to bring them out. Helen said it 5 times. Bernadette said it 4.
Bernadette is the black lady. So she said it 4 times. He didn't show up. Mm-hmm. But the white chick, Helen, said it 5 times. So that's how he started taunting her?
Well, that and she didn't put respect on his name. She's saying he's not real. He was, this urban legend is real.
My name. Okay.
Yeah. And she took that away. And so after that, her face is healed. She's walking in a parking lot. Helen. She's like, who's this? Glassy eyes. And then he takes her from the parking lot, puts her in Anne-Marie's apartment. He has already killed her dog. He has snatched her son, Anthony, and making it look like it was Helen that did it. And the whole time, Helen is like, no, it wasn't me. It was Candyman. She's bringing his name back. And that is what he wants. He wants her to bring it back. So it's just like to bring that fear back, that urban legend back.
So what is that legend? What is the legend that they put on him? The curse. I'm sorry.
The curse? You mean the people that
originally killed Candyman? Because he was originally killed, right?
He was, yeah, and his ashes were spread at Cabrini Green, and that's the vicinity that he haunts. Yeah, that's from the movie, not from the story. It might be different.
He was falsely accused of what? Raping a black woman?
Right, but that was his girlfriend. Well, his lover, whose face resembles. They have a mural. It's part of like all the graffiti and stuff that resembles the current Helen. So when he says stuff like "it's always been you," it could be like if you believe in reincarnation, that she has the spirit of the woman that he was in love with, so with some reason he says it's always been you.
Oh, okay.
So that's what. Okay.
I just want to make sure I'm caught up. So that's why he kind of didn't kill her or taunt her or whatever. Because the myth is you say the name 5, or you say his name 5 times, he'll pop up and basically he'll kill you. But in the movie, only 2 people got killed. One on camera, one off camera. Right.
Yeah. And he did not do that. He didn't show himself immediately. The legend is he will show himself immediately.
So he probably
that's the story that was told. But that didn't happen in this instance when someone said his name. So, in that instance, when they both were in the room.
Say my name. Say my name.
Exactly. Now, when Helen was eventually arrested because they can't find the little boy, Anthony, they think that she killed him because they can't find him. They saw blood everywhere, but it was the blood of the dog. She's in an insane asylum. She's been there for a month, and she's with a doctor.
This is all the same movie. This is all the same.
And she's telling him it was not me. It was Candyman, because when she brought in at night, he appeared again. He was hovering over her. So she's telling the doctor, it's not me, it's him. I can call him for you. Watch. She says his name 5 times, and the doctor's like, really? This is the on-screen death. Candyman comes up from behind with his hook and goes up his back, takes off her the straps that she has from the hospital, and yeets out. He yeets out the window. Yeet.
Yeek.
Yeet.
So was the session being recorded at that time, or was somebody else in the room?
No. And so
since you know, she did this.
Exactly. So from that point, she took herself out of the equation. She got on the side of the building to go into another room because she's like, it's not going to be me. She knocked out a nurse, took her clothes. A guy's on the side looking like this, but he's incapacitated and he's just watching. And so she's dressed up as a nurse and she gets out of there. Eventually, she finds Anthony, he's at like this bonfire thing. She saves him, but she gets burned in the process, and she does die. So she hands the baby over to Anne Marie, and she dies. And then all the black folks, everybody in Cabrini Green, they go to her funeral along with her husband, who was actually cheating on her. But that's a side story that we don't worry about. But at the end of the movie, you say her name 5 times, and she'll come kill you because she kills her husband at the end. So Candyman killed 2 people. Helen killed 1. She killed her husband when he said Helen 5 times in the mirror.
So Candyman kidnapped Anthony.
Yes.
And gave it to Anita.
He kidnapped the baby.
So how did the baby go to the bonfire?
He kidnapped the baby.
Okay.
Helen went to the bonfire, saved the baby, gave the baby to Anne Marie.
So Helen is now doing the same stuff as Candyman?
Yep.
And this
That's how the
movie. That's the other movies. That's the other movies.
I don't think so. I think it's still Tony Todd in those. But how this movie ended, which is the one that we care about, because the second one, the one that's coming out, is a continuance of that one. Now that the other ones exist. So that's how
is everybody he kills turns into him?
No.
So
it's
why
just
the Helen?
It's always been her.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Did Tony Todd, did he play in Final Destination? Wasn't he the mortician?
Yeah, Bloodworth. Yeah.
He's been in some other movies.
Yeah. So I think that was it.
What are you anticipating for this new one?
I do got another question.
Okay. Go ahead.
So per what Jay Flick said, well, why were they gonna kill the baby at the bonfire, or they just randomly had a bonfire in the park?
They were having a bonfire to lure in Candyman.
I'm so confused. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm only confused because why did Candyman kill the baby? Kidnap the baby.
He wanted to make it
Helen.
Yes.
Frame Helen.
Yep.
2, how did the people get the baby?
Helen went inside the bonfire, got the baby, gave it to Anne Marie.
But that's what I'm trying to understand. Like, how did the baby get from Candyman to the bonfire?
Candyman is in the bonfire, took the baby there.
No, I guess he's trying to. Is Candyman physically in the bonfire, or is he at around the bonfire?
He's in it.
So he's in the fire.
Yes.
With the baby. The baby's not burnt at all. He's in the baby's in the bonfire too, but not on fire.
Correct.
No, because they had the little stakes up where like you put stakes and stuff up.
Right. So the stakes were there, and Anthony was there. Helen hears it. She goes and saves the baby. And as she is leaving, Candyman comes in and it's like, stay with me. And she's like, no, we got to save the baby. And so she runs out. It is burning. The people are burning this bonfire. She's getting hit with all the fire. And so she dies. She gets the baby out, but as she's out there, she's on fire. And she dies, but the baby is safe.
Gotcha.
And then Candyman burns in the fire, but he's a spirit.
Gotcha.
So, question: how did they get Candyman in the fire?
He went in there. They built it for him to come, and
you said,
what's going on, Ebony?
Yeah, the little kid told. Yeah, they saw Candyman in the fire. That's why they.
Ebony Candy, we're talking about Candyman, the first movie. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but we're talking about the first Candyman movie.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so okay, I understand that now the way y'all explained it. I was clearly know what's going on.
Yeah, like Sage. Yep.
So I feel like I know this. So I feel like maybe I saw this.
You probably did. It was so long ago. You probably
did.
I had never seen it and didn't care to see it.
Okay, that's fair.
I definitely didn't see the other ones. I do feel like I said Candyman in the mirror, or was it Bloody Mary?
I don't know. Bloody Mary is 4 times. Candyman is 5. So there's that. I don't know.
Because wasn't Bloody Mary, you gotta say it in the mirror, put some belts in the water. The tub, and run the water.
Oh, maybe. I've definitely never done that. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So what
So
are your
now
expectations with this one? So this is
Yep.
Anthony now, saved from the fire. He is now an adult and
Yep.
not Helen because she's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Anita, Anne Marie,
His mom. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Anne Marie
Mm-hmm.
is so Anne Marie was helping Anita. So he is aware of what pretty much transpired in his past.
We presume that. So I'm thinking that maybe with him, the baby and the fire, maybe it's like, the baby Jessica in the well, maybe there was a news report about it. So he's aware. I'm assuming. I have no idea. But they know Helen saved him from the fire. Maybe it's 20 years later and they're bringing the story back. Because from the previews, it looks like he's a photographer. So he has some sort of exhibit maybe talking about him or where he grew up. There's no more Cabrini Green, now gentrified. So maybe that's maybe it's a history lesson. Because I'm trying to think, like, why would he be?
Funny that they put gentrification in it.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. Because his legend, it's all about his name being out there and keeping his legend alive. And with the projects not being there anymore, all the graffiti that represented him is gone. All the people who knew about his legend are now dispersed around Chicago, Illinois. Maybe they even left Illinois because the Cabrini Green was taken down. So where's his legend now? And so maybe
Gotcha.
this is something where it's just like, no one remembers me.
But then Anthony comes back, and I'm pretty sure Anthony remembers him.
Yeah, or something like that. And then you have the girls in the bathroom that say it. I don't know how they got it. Maybe it was a history lesson. Maybe they were learning about urban legends
Like an
in
urban
their
urban legend.
Yeah,
Urban
so
legend class.
I don't know. They can have that anyway. He was taking pictures of Candyman paintings. So maybe that's what happened. Maybe they didn't take down all of Cabrini Green. Maybe they kept up some portraits somewhere, or I mean, when they the demolition, I don't know, maybe somebody saved something, a part of a portrait. It's like, man, where'd this come from? So we'll see how that is. And I think, yep,
That's different
those
from
were all the questions I had.
So that's different from a little bit from what was it, Fear Street? We saw because Fear Street, were all three, I forgot her name. Sarah? Was it Sarah? Whatever the killer name was, so she got killed in that tree.
Fear. Yeah.
Yes, Fear. She got killed in that tree, and that tree has made it all the way through. And it's and they have I guess you could say not a memorial, but it's still planted in the mall, and it's still up. Versus Candyman, I don't know. It's just a comparison.
No, but I did like that because it's like that's that part of the flower that was in her hair, and that when they buried her, and then that the moss, yep. And that was that ended up being in every episode. Yep. Yeah, so that was interesting.
All right. So I mean, I take you going to the movies to see it. I would not.
When does this come out?
Please do not try to persuade me to go.
Yeah, I think it's in theaters only. If they offer it streaming, I'll do that. But if it's in theaters only, I'll go see it.
When does it come out?
Jay Flex will go with you.
August 27th. So it comes out the end of this month.
Okay.
So if you want to watch the trailer of it? I ain't even gonna lie to you. I started watching the trailer early today. I was yesterday. Well, whatever. And I cut it off.
You cut the trailer off?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Yeah, let's watch the trailer, and then you can see the Mama Anne Marie, who we talked about, and you can see Anthony. You're like, oh, that's the baby. I remember him from way back when. He's grown, stuff like that.
Well, let me ask you this: do you want to see the trailer of the original Candyman too?
No, I'm good. I've done enough research on that movie. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I tried to watch it to be prepared for today, and I was like, oh no.
What, the original Candyman?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I tried to watch. I didn't know. I didn't try to watch the movie, but I tried to watch something.
Oh. It was it was good. The score was good. John Glass. So when DJ Prodigy does music from movies, I would really like it if he would hook up some horror movie music. That would be great.
Yeah, I don't mind. I got horror music. I don't know. I gotta find some Candyman stuff, but I'm sure it is.
No, I can tell you who it is. I got you. I got
That's
you.
fine.
She got you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me a quick moment.
We about to watch the trailer.
For the brief moment, we will be.
And then after that, we will get into another black antagonist, The Rock.
Is he though?
Oh, I'm so glad you said that because I was just thinking the same thing.
No, he's not. He's like he just wants people to take his boat out.
To take his what?
His boat out. Check out my boat. Pay me money and I'll take you where you need to be. Yeah, he does some shiesty stuff to make it happen, but he gets it done. I saw the tiger. The tiger's his friend.
The tiger is cool.
Yeah.
Good CGI on the tiger.
Tiger got drunk.
I just saved the movie. I don't know where I saved it at. You got to give me a quick brief. Oh, I found it. Here we go.
I know, Jay.
No.
I know, Jay.
All began. The story of Candyman. Local character, he walk around handing out candy to the neighborhood kids. One day, a couple of kids get razor blades in their candy.
This is a different type of man.
That's when I saw the true face of fear.
This is not it.
On your knees.
This gotta be the gang member.
Beat him, tortured him, killed him right there on the spot. A couple weeks later, more razor blades and more candy.
Oh, we good.
He been innocent.
This is not the one I started watching earlier.
Candyman ain't a he. Candyman's the whole damn hive. If you're out here looking for Candyman, you ask me, stay away.
I feel really connected to this story.
Go on.
It is.
Right here in this neighborhood, the legend started. And the legend is, if we say his name 5 times while looking in the mirror, we could summon him.
Summon the Candyman.
Hell no.
Candyman.
Anthony, no.
Candyman.
Stop.
Baby.
Creeped out in my new apartment before bed.
Candy.
Black people don't need to be summoning.
Anne-Marie.
I dare you.
Don't say that.
Say his name.
She played the original.
You better not do that last one.
Candyman. You want to be a part of the story, right?
No.
Say his name. Candyman.
He looks burned.
Anthony? Anthony. Are you okay?
Anthony.
What the hell is going on? Anthony!
This
a
neighborhood
long
is
one.
haunted.
I had not seen that.
I think I made a mistake. I brought him back.
Candyman isn't real!
He chose you. He has purpose for you.
Tell everyone. New to the neighborhood.
You should say it.
Candyman!
Say his name.
Oh, this Death Toll is going to be more than 2.
This looks a little bit more violent than your first one.
Yes, like I said, the first one was a love story. Hello.
Yeah, I watch this when it comes on TNT.
And the thing was,
this is all.
so I noticed with Anthony's hand, it was kind of burned. So I wonder if was that from the bonfire when he was a baby, or maybe it's from the movie. I guess we'll find out.
So this trailer came out. This says June 23rd, but this is not what I seen.
I had not seen that before either.
Hey,
and so
movie
the guy
pop up,
that
we can Wikipedia plot read it together.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll bring the popcorn.
yeah, because the thing is, the story that guy was telling, that was the gang member and not the spirit. So that guy was telling the story of the gang member who got in trouble and that legend. So I wonder if it stopped being Tony Todd's legend and started being that guy, the gang member who was killing people.
Got you.
I don't know. So we'll see.
Yay.
I think this is okay. I'm looking to see.
And that's I saw the girls' bathroom. But that's all good. 3 weeks time, we fitting to see this. Well, not you. Wrap up. No, we a collective we. Not
No,
you.
yeah, you
We're
definitely
gonna watch it.
For me.
We're gonna watch it mentally.
My
The
God.
first show was the girls' bathroom. So I'm gonna have to go and look on Instagram because I saw it on Instagram and that's how because it was like you know how Jordan Peele always take like I got 5 on it.
Say my name. That was last year. They had that and they had it scary.
Oh.
Say my name. Say my name. Name. Yeah, that sounded slick. Not how I did it, but how it was last year. That was slick. All right.
Okay.
You ready for Jungle Cruise?
Yep.
I don't know.
Okay.
I gotta get my mind right.
Oh Lord, what have we done?
What we doing, Jungle
For
Cruise?
me, Jordan Peele, his movies are a different level of scary for me. Now, I did end up watching This Is Us. I did end up watching not This Is Us.
Us.
Mm-hmm. And what was the first one? With
Get Out.
Get Out. I did watch those. So they really wasn't scary. It was more suspenseful. That's pretty much what the movies were. I could deal with that. But Candyman is going to be on a different level. He got some dark energy in him, and I'm all about positivity right now. So,
Okay.
Jungle Cruise.
Oh, Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise.
We ready for Jungle Cruise? Because I'm Candyman out. If I see a bee, I'm running.
A bee, I won't run.
I don't want honey no more either.
Oh my gosh, that what we done?
Nah. There was no hunt. Well, it was, but.
All right, so Jungle Cruise, the Disney flick with
Us
The
was
Rock
dark.
and Emily Blunt, came out this past weekend, right? Friday.
Yep.
Let me see if I got the numbers real quick. It did 66.4 million this first weekend, so not bad. Not what I think they said it did better than what they thought it was going to do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, worldwide total of 63.4 million. So we all know that What's His Face did 80. I think Marvel did 80, and
Black
Fast and
Widow.
Furious did around 80 or 70 something. So
Okay.
I mean, compared to that, that's not bad. It wasn't like it's a kids. It's a kids movie, right?
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it was. It was.
A lot of dad.
I think is it PG-13? That's a good question.
It's PG-13, but yeah, with a lot of dad jokes.
Right,
Which is
lots of dad, lots
I
of
got a
dad.
dad
jokes.
joke for y'all. It's pretty funny.
Oh God.
Ever
Go ahead.
Wintergreen.
I mean to say
Ever Wintergreen. I got some jokes for you.
Go
I
ahead.
got 2. Only 2 of them.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, you want to hear my joke?
Yes, go ahead.
What is the most least interesting animal on this planet?
The most least interesting animal.
Ant.
A boar. Oh,
You wasn't supposed to get it.
it took me a minute because I was just like, "What
A
animal?"
boar?
Is... Oh, I get it. That was good.
Okay.
No,
What's the
it was
second?
funny. I got one more.
Okay.
All right.
What do you call a cow spying on another cow?
A cow spying on another cow. It's like, I see you, move out the way. No.
Prodigy, you want to guess?
Cow
No.
spy cow. Spy cow.
A stakeout.
You do. Yeah.
That was funny. You cannot tell me that wasn't funny.
It was good.
That's your only dad jokes?
Yeah, that's my. I got it from a dad.
Jay Flicks is dying laughing, so there you go.
Went to Evergreen. I said his name wrong. Went to Evergreen. Got my back. He got my back.
That's so
Okay,
funny.
so
From the
Jungle
Murder Mystery.
Cruise was actually planned in 2004 after Pirates of the Caribbean.
The ride.
Yes.
Because
No,
it's
the
based on the
movies.
ride, right?
The movies.
Yeah, seen it. Yes.
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Yes, and Jungle Cruise. They are based off of a ride. Yes.
Oh yeah. I thought she said ride.
Yeah, a ride at Disney.
Oh yeah. So Tim Allen and Tom Hanks were pinned to be in it, but that fell through.
Tim Ryan and Tom Hanks.
Yep.
This is definitely early 2000s.
This is back in 2004 though, 2005.
Yeah, this is Home Improvement era.
Yeah. Toy Story was big too with them.
You know what? Yeah, it was. I didn't even think of Toy Story.
Right. So, but Emily Blunt and Johnson signed during 2015. So this movie's been in the works for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So what I have learned watching the movies that made us, a lot of movies, a lot of scripts, they sit around for, and watching Entourage. I could get it more details, whatever, from watching Entourage. A lot of scripts are out there, and they are all sitting, and they're, they get started on for whatever reason, they get cut.
Yeah.
Or for
people drop out, directors drop out, actors drop out,
for whatever reason, or they start making it like, this is not it, or whatever. Right. So, so I have learned that watching that, because Back to the Future,
Eric Stoltz, Eric Stoltz was Marty McFly at first, and they had to go back and reshoot the scenes. I'm sorry, because Michael J. Fox, they really wanted him, and so they worked with his family tie schedule.
Well, exactly. Okay. So what I learned from that was they really wanted everybody, the writers and the director, they wanted Michael J. Fox, but the producer, pretty much the bigwig, the guy oversee whatever, he wanted, what's his name? What's his name?
Eric. You talking about Eric Stoltz, the red-haired dude?
Yeah, they wanted Eric Stoltz, and they filmed 6 weeks worth of the movie.
That's
and for whatever reason, and they were not feeling it for whatever reason, and then finally and the agreement was, no, you're gonna put Eric Stokes in this, and if it doesn't work out, I promise you, I will allow you to redo everything. So they did it. They gave it their best foot effort, and then one night, for whatever reason, he was like, "It's just not it. I really think Michael J. Fox." So they kind of
the chemistry wasn't there.
Yeah, and then they said, so you're right, they had to work around the schedule with Family Ties. They worked that out. Then they had to go back to the studio and say, this is what you promised. This is what we're going to do. And they said Michael J. Fox left Family Ties filming and went straight to Back to the Future, walked right on set. And his very first line, they knew then that this was it. And they said entire crew felt a weight lifted off their shoulder.
Good. Okay.
You definitely have to watch the movies that made us. They like just hearing the history of these movies, and J Flicks, they have Die Hard. I'm telling you, Die Hard was based off of a book, and Frank Sinatra was supposed to play John McClane. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm sorry, go on.
So yeah, the movie was based on, like I said, loosely based on the ride from Disney World. The movie was actually filmed in 2018.
Really?
And was supposed to come out last year, of course, but COVID. So that says a lot too, that this movie is almost 5 years old, technically, if they started in 2015. So that's
from the, not from really the script, but from the idea. It's 2015.
Yeah, from the idea.
Got it.
I mean, but they were signed on since 2015.
Okay.
So Emily Blunt and The Rock has been signed on. So
yes. But for some reason, they didn't start to 2018. It took 3 years to get it.
I can understand with their schedules. Yeah, their schedules and stuff like that. He's been busy, and so has she.
Oh, he's definitely been busy.
Yeah.
So they must really, whoever had it, when they wrote this, they was like, no, I need The Rock and I need Emily Blunt. Yeah. And they must not have had any contingencies, because sometimes with movies like Harry Potter, like Hermione, whatever her name is, she couldn't cut her hair for all of those years. So they must not have had any contingencies that, hold them tied because of this movie right here.
Right. Like, what's his name? How they did Justice League, where he couldn't shave his mustache because of Mission Impossible, and he had to do reshoots. Like that type of
they had to put makeup and stuff on him.
That was CG, and that was piss poor.
The movie was made in several months.
Tried to remove it.
In Atlanta and Hawaii.
Okay.
They do a lot of filming in Hawaii. They do a lot.
Some of these scenes you can see, and Atlanta probably had the scenes where they was in the city.
Okay.
Those scenes were probably in Atlanta somewhere.
I wonder, do they use Tyler Perry Studios for?
I was wondering that. I
don't see that, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, because coming to America, use Tyler Perry Studios, so
I'm pretty sure most black movies will do that.
Yeah,
most movies will go to Tyler Perry, but it's just like when we went to go to remember when we went to Universal Studios in Hollywood, you could tour the Universal Studios, and when we did the tour, there was a lot of films being filmed at that time that we toured. We went
and
to
TV shows.
Desperate Housewives, Jaws, Fast and the Furious, the Mindy Project.
Mindy Project, yeah, all those shows and stuff were being filmed on the same lot. Yep.
Yeah. So I wonder if they use today, if Tyler Perry, that'd be awesome for him. That'd be awesome in general, to be honest.
Always making money. Yep.
Right. So overall, what did you guys think of the movie? I know seeing it, you didn't see it all the way through, but you saw beginning parts of it. So overall, what did your movie pop up?
I enjoyed the movie. It gave me. So I'm a huge Mummy fan. Mummy 1 and Mummy 2.
I'm about to say we don't talk about that other thing.
Mummy 1 and Mummy 2.
We don't talk about that. No, not Scorpion King. I'd rather watch that than that thing that Tom Cruise did.
Oh, Stevie and I, we went to the movies to see that, and I think that's the only time I've ever seen it. That time we went to the movies to watch
that movie does not get spoken on SSDC Podcast.
Understood. But I'm a huge Mummy 1 and Mummy 2 fan, and I'm a huge Pirates of the Caribbean fan. And for me, those two movies, it's an adventure. We're going on an adventure, especially with Pirates of the Caribbean. And I feel like this right here gave me the new adventure. I will be intrigued to see Jungle Cruise 2. See what happens.
It's been talks. It's not confirmed yet.
Yeah. Okay. I'm intrigued to see. To see that. But there was a lot of mummies similarities with watching this. A lot of mummy similarities. So I've seen it. I know you haven't seen it all, but definitely one was when the beginning of the movie, where if you take the mummy and the main character, the female, she's in the library and she's like on a ladder and she's putting books up. But then when you take Jungle Cruise, she end up on the ladder and she's like maneuvering around, like walking on the ladder. Same as that.
Yeah, I get that.
The sister and the brother. The sister, the brother just being
the brother's similar. They both similar brothers.
Yeah, he's more comic relief.
He was very
fashionable and like and
Mm-hmm.
prissy, yeah.
All that luggage. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, then you got The Rock and Brandon Fraser characters. They're like the heartthrobs of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Mummy and the three antagonists in the movie. They're trying to break a curse.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And also they don't, well, you can't say not so much of the Mummy though, but they don't necessarily have their full body.
Right.
So, because when the Mummy first started out, he was what the Mummy looked like? He looked like a mummy. I don't know what they call them. I don't know what they call. But anyway, he looked like that. But I feel as though the three the three antagonists, they look more like Pirates of the Caribbean. This is where I come with the Pirates of the Caribbean, where you have like with the Black Pearl, you know how in Moonlight they go to skeleton, but they're human outside of that. But then also, what's the last Pirates of the Caribbean where whatever the guy's name is, I can't think of his name.
The one with the snakes on his beard.
The one with the dreadlocks, but they're not dreadlocks.
That was
like
that was Davy Jones. That was movie 2 and movie 3.
Okay.
But movie 4, let me see what that guy's name is. Pirates of the Caribbean. Anyway, they had him looking more like they was underwater, but you could see half of his face and half of it like it didn't appear. I mean, like half his face was gone, something like that.
I got you. I got those same vibes too.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, there was a lot of comparisons. To. Oh, and then also too, you needed a key to unlock something.
Okay.
And what I mean by that, with the mummy, you had to have the little box thing that opens up and it unlocks the coffin that the mummy was in. And in this movie, she had the necklace, but they thought it was an arrowhead, but it wasn't. I'm sorry. They thought it was an arrowhead, but it wasn't. It was part of a heart.
Okay.
So it's pretty cool. I really enjoyed it. I would like to see. I would like to see what will happen with the next movie if it comes out.
Okay.
Because I feel like they will try to continue it because I mean you had the mummy, you have Pirates of the Caribbean, and right now we kind of don't have anything else. So,
well, you know, money talks,
and bullshit walks.
I feel pretty much the same as Stephanie. Same vibes. I will add Indiana Jones vibes to it too. The first one.
I definitely thought Indiana Jones. Yes, I have to agree with that.
It has some Raiders of the Lost Ark vibes, which I tried to explain to Savannah, but she didn't care. But I think based on what Stephanie said, I might have her watch Pirates of the Caribbean now because she did like this movie, so she might like Pirates. This might be a good way to get her into Pirates.
I do movie night.
I'm not into Pirates as much as y'all are. I don't remember any of the third or the fourth. I just remember the first.
It's like 7 of them.
I don't know how. I saw it was 4. I don't remember part 4.
Dead Man's Chest.
I think I fell asleep on part 4.
World's End, and then the fourth one is let me see what the fourth one is.
But it didn't one only have Johnny Depp? Johnny Depp's World. Johnny
Depp's is in all 4.
No, but wasn't one like only focused on him? Didn't he have like? It didn't. Okay.
All of them are pretty much. He's like the star character. Yeah.
Okay.
I like I said, I kind of fell off after episode 2. I mean,
episode 2. What is this?
Star Wars? No Tales. That's what it is.
It's a Star Wars.
But I think I'll rewatching with her. It might be something good to watch. We can start. She's been watching Marvel, like every single movie, and watching the behind the scenes. And I don't know. Now she's getting into all this stuff that we talk about. But I think we'll do that. But anyway, yes, Indiana Jones vibes. It has some Indiana Jones vibes. I love the chemistry between the two. You know, The Rock actually. The Rock's not a bad actor. I think he did good in this one. You know, his acting skills was good. He played the buff guy, but you know, he was cool. He was funny, and she does well all the time. I love Emily Blunt, so I think they did good together. And the action was good.
Yeah, Emily Blunt she's a phenomenal actress for real.
And the action was good, and the bad guy was cool. Like he wasn't too outlandish, so he played the role he was supposed to play. The German.
Well, we've seen a bad guy in a few other things as well too. Sorry, I should have.
Well, yeah, he's been in other movies. He's been in other.
Friday Night Lights and from Game Night.
Yeah, but he's been in something. He's been in a few things where he's played. He was in I don't know who any of you guys seen.
He was in Breaking Bad.
I was about to say he was in Breaking Bad. He was in Breaking Bad, like the last 2 seasons of Breaking Bad.
Oh, we must be talking about something else because the guy I'm thinking about wasn't in Devil. So this must be another antagonist. I may not have gotten to that part yet. I'm thinking of the guy that
he was in the very beginning of the movie. He was the main the guy that. Yeah, he's in Breaking Bad.
Yeah. So if you're talking about that guy, I saw.
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm talking about.
You said devil and.
Oh, I didn't say devil.
No. Movie pop-up said devil, so I'm like, oh, Bukin Woodbine. You talking about Bukin Woodbine or the guy who played the cop?
No, that's the black guy that's in.
There was no. I don't remember seeing any black people in this movie, was it?
The Rock.
Is The Rock really black?
He's Hawaiian. He's black.
That's like, or I don't
He's
know.
He's a POC.
It was no other black people besides The Rock, and he looked damn near white to me in this movie.
He is POC. He's a person of color. Where are we going?
This guy right here.
That's not who I was talking about. But yeah, he is an antagonist.
Oh, that's not who you was talking about.
Oh
no, I was talking about the German guy that had the submarine.
Papa. That was delivering me from evil. You said devil.
He was in Breaking Bad. He was in
and
Breaking Bad.
Delivering me from evil.
This guy was in Breaking Bad.
Yes, Jesse Plemons.
This guy also played in Battleship. I don't know if y'all seen Battleship.
Yeah, he was in Battleship. I remember him in Battleship too.
Please watch him in Game Night. If y'all have not seen Game Night, please watch Game Night. It's so funny, and he is hilarious in that movie.
Jay Flick said The Rock is black.
Okay.
Oh, he
is. If anything, he
was
in
here talking about Jungle Cruise. What are you doing here?
Hey, Marcia.
So right now, I'm getting ready to try to prove a point because I could have swore I just saw that they said that he played in Devil.
It's not. It looks like devil. How the words are. It's deliver us from evil. Deliver us from evil. So it looks like devil. You see it?
Deliver us from evil. What is this?
Where are we going? We're in Congress. What happened? What are we doing?
I think
know. Where you want to be.
I swear I didn't. I'm sorry. No. All right, let me stop because I swear.
What is going on right now?
I swear I didn't. You know I didn't.
Deliver.
You should know that.
But you see, it's deliver us from evil. So it looks like devil. They had the other stuff like kind of faded out or whatever. I know what you're talking about.
Isn't that the one that was in the elevator? I'm talking about the one that was in the elevator.
Right, and that had Bukin Woodbine.
Nice Jungle Cruise to Devils.
I'm trying to prove a point. I could have swore I saw that they said he played in that movie. I'm working on y'all. Keep on talking. I'm gonna figure it out.
All right.
I'll finish Jungle Cruise.
Yes, finish Jungle Cruise. Like I said, definitely Indiana Jones vibes.
I got that.
What's the other movie she said? The with the
Mummy.
What other vibes was it? I forgot.
Pirates of the
Caribbean. Yes. And Mummy, definitely Mummy vibes too.
Yeah.
I saw the Mummy vibe. I saw all three of those vibes. So I said, I liked it. I would have saw it in the movies. I did watch it. I paid the $30 for the Disney Plus, but I would have saw it in the movies.
Okay,
I think it would have been a good sit down movie with the family or something like that.
I don't know. Right. So I will tell you one thing I truly, genuinely, honestly hated in this movie. We all know I hate snakes. So I watched 3/4 of half of the movie like this. With the snakes. Can't deal with snakes.
I know there's snakes at the beginning.
No, there's snakes throughout the whole movie. It's significant. If you haven't finished it, because one of the bad guys. So the three bad guys, far as the curse, one of them is covered in bees. Oh, look, he's covered in bees. I just thought about that.
Ooh, Candyman.
Covered in bees. He's covered in. The second guy have vines or whatever, like, vines that grow throughout the jungle and it'll grab you and pull you. That was his. Yeah, that was part of his curse. And then the third guy, he has snakes. So yeah, it was a lot of snakes. A lot.
If you don't like snakes, you wouldn't like him.
Yeah.
I just thought about that. Janine would have a fit.
Oh, she doesn't like snakes either?
No.
Yeah, I don't like snakes. Snakes can rot in fucking hell.
Oh, wow. That's something serious.
Is that serious for me?
So I guess you don't like Anaconda.
Fuck no. and I
My
was forced to watch
anaconda
that.
don't want none.
It was
Unless she got
with Ice
buns,
Cube.
huh?
That was funny. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is the one with Ice Cube. Yeah, I was forced to watch that in high school.
Okay, because that was there's a part where John Voight is eaten by the snake, and then he winks at Jennifer Lopez when the snake spits him out.
Really?
It was so funny because he was just such a nasty man. I don't know where he was from, Hungary or Spain or Florida. Hello, how you doing today? And John Voight doesn't look like he talks like that.
Oh, he definitely don't.
Hello, how you doing today? Let's go get this money. Let's go find these snakes. He was from Malaysia. Was he really from Malaysia? They don't talk like that in Malaysia.
All right, so that was Jungle Cruise. There is
Yep.
a part 2 in the works. So we'll see how it do. I know Old was number 1 last week and dropped off tremendously this week. So no replay value on Old. So
I guess everybody, I'm telling y'all, M. Night Shyamalan, like,
I mean, probably too. Whatever. I mean, like movie pop up and I we already know the ending. So if word got
so
out,
are you gonna watch it, seen it? Because if not, Prodigy and I can talk about it. I watched
watch
the
it.
YouTube video.
let her watch
are?
it. Let her watch it because
They don't wanna
some
talk
people
about
probably
it.
already know the ending.
Okay.
Oh, J
That might
Flex
be
are
one
old.
reason
What
why.
did you think, J Flex?
That might be one reason why it's not doing as well too, because the ending got out. You know, if everybody went to see it. If everybody went to see it,
I'll try to figure it out.
if everybody went to see it that first weekend because they wanted to know what happened, then there's no point to go back to rewatch it the next week.
I don't know, because if the story is good, you will want to rewatch it, like Sixth Sense. You know what I mean?
I don't
Because
think
if it's
good.
good, because there have been a lot that I've rewatched from M. Night.
We're
I
both shaking
rewatched
our
Devil
heads.
and I Knew What Happened.
We're
I
shaking our
rewatched
heads.
Visit.
We're both shaking our heads at you.
Oh no, those are movies that I've rewatched.
I went to the movies. I went to the movies to see Devil. I think I went on a date.
Okay,
Are we still talking about Devil?
I've rewatched.
No, we are, but we not. We are, but we not.
No, but just I know he didn't direct it, but was part of the M. Night Shyamalan, his Chronicles. Yeah. So I
You thought it was
watch that again. Then I would watch Signs again. So it really depends on the script and the act. Well, I feel like the actors in here are pretty strong. So maybe it's more so the script and the story that aren't strong. Maybe the directing. Isn't strong.
M. Night Shyamalan.
I know he wrote
giving
and
movie
directed
pop
it.
up. He giving movie pop up more ammo.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, maybe he should just stick to one part. Not everybody can John Krasinski.
I did watch a movie called Jolt this weekend with the girl on. It's on. Yeah, it's on Prime. It's pretty good. I recommend it. It's probably, I wouldn't have watched it in the movie theater, but for Prime, it's not bad. If you like, what's the movie with the girl Cameron Diaz? Not Cameron Diaz. The other one, and she had the white hair and she was fighting, kicking
Blonde.
butt and
Blonde.
Atomic Blonde.
Atomic Blonde.
Atomic Blonde. Yes, if you like Atomic Blonde, you'll like Jolt.
Okay.
I like the Atomic Blonde.
Did you and I go see Atomic Blonde together?
No, I didn't see it with you.
I don't know.
But I
saw it in the theater. I saw it
Atomic
in
Blonde.
the theater too.
Yeah, if you liked it, I mean, it's not set in that time frame, but as far as like the fighting and stuff, and the reason why she's, this movie is, it's a whole side story to why she's called Jolt and stuff. But yeah, she's cool in it. I liked it. It was actually, and it was funny.
I like Kate Beckinsale. I do
Yeah,
like her.
it was funny too. It's like a dark comedy action flick. So it was pretty good.
Okay, all right. I won't feel this. Okay, well, it has a 5.5 rating.
Okay,
and
cool.
From the movie poster, it doesn't look like it's action, like kick your ass, like. And the only reason why I said it because you compared it to Atomic Blonde.
Well,
so
it's
Blonde,
the
like,
fight.
she was
Yeah,
dead.
it's not like straight through action. It's like it got its scenes which are action, but when she's fighting, it's action. It's like she's Atomic Blonde kicking butt. And we already know she can fight because you've seen, how she was in other movies. So,
But this ain't Underworld. This is Powder Puff.
yeah, but she was fighting in Underworld. She was still fighting without guns. She was actually fighting in some of those scenes.
This is Powder Puff.
Look, as I recommend it to y'all.
This is called something different. Okay.
Well, another movie I didn't watch this week. I watched it last week. Gunpowder Milkshake.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Karen Gillan. She plays in Marvel. She's the one in
she's the sister, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, she's the robot or whatever.
Nebula,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I love her. I like her as an actress. She's funny to me. She had a TV show that came out a couple years ago. It got canceled. It was like only one season.
It's like Selfie or something like that. It was like Selfie. It was something like that.
You remember?
Mm-hmm. She's also in a really good horror movie called Oculus.
Oh, she did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would never see it, but okay.
Okay, you like her, but okay. You don't like her that much. Okay.
Hey, J.J. Abrams is the best director to me to this day. I have not seen all his stuff. So.
Okay. It was directed by J.J. Abrams. No, I didn't.
I know. Yeah. I know your game. I'm not falling for that. I know your game. But anyway, back to Gunpowder Milkshake. It was extremely good. Cersei was in it.
Mm-hmm.
Cersei is back.
Yes. Lena Headley was in it. That's her name.
Mm-hmm.
That is her name. So she is not Cersei. So I'm not gonna call her that. I'm gonna call her Lena by her name because she was in this. Who else was in it? Michelle Ye, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, the Asian karate actress that kicks ass.
Mm-hmm.
Angela Bassett was in it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot of people that was in it, but pretty much it was good. Now, to me, that was some female girl power, kick your ass, fuck you up type shit. Like, it was better than Sucker Punch type thing. It was almost like a Sucker Punch type vibe, but it was so much better.
Oh, that's cool.
So the story was good. Check that out if you I don't know. Check that out if you haven't watched it. So. Oh, and I'm sorry. I watched He-Man, the thing He-Man on Netflix.
Janine watched the first episode and fell off.
Exactly. I was extremely disappointed.
I was surprised she actually watched it. But you didn't like it either?
Cersei was in it. Cersei.
You keep saying that?
So so you can understand the difference. Lena is a different actress. Cersei plays whatever the bitch and the bad person, whatever that we don't like. Cersei was in it. Yeah, I didn't like it. I was a little disappointed.
I guess I'll give it a try. At least one episode too. I'm still watching The Shy season 4, and I just started Kanan, which is actually better than I thought.
Okay.
I don't want to see those. I don't want to see Power, Book, whatever. I don't want to see Kanan. And I have not started The Shy.
The Shy is better, but Kanan is just, it's something else to watch that I'm already used to watching that type of stuff. So Kanan's not bad.
You're just being loyal to Power.
Pretty much. But it's not bad. It's Get Rich or Die Trying, the TV show, but it's...
I can see that.
But it's not
Are you
bad.
watching it? Seeing it?
Nope. Mm-mm.
You don't seem like you're interested into watching.
I'm interested in the middle stuff. I want to know, if when Ghost and them pop in. That's the only parts I'm really into. So I'm really watching it for that.
Oh, so you're looking for young Ghost?
Yeah, I don't care about Kanan too much. I already know what's going to happen. I just want to. I care a little bit about how he got into the game, but again, it's pretty much like Get Rich or Die Trying, except he's not a rapper. So you take the rapper part away from 50 Cent and just made him a gangster, you got Kanan. That's the only thing I'm really watching. I do want to watch the Netflix. What's the plane movie? Seen it with the vampires or the zombies?
Blood something.
Yes.
Movie Papa showed the preview a couple weeks ago. I haven't watched that yet though.
Janine watched it. I didn't see it yet.
Okay.
So if Janine watched stuff and without you, would you go back and watch it?
Well,
especially
I'm
if you have
interested.
light interest.
Yeah, because I'm interested in that one. Like I like the vampire zombie type stuff, so I do want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
So she didn't think I was going to watch it, so she just went ahead and watched it. But I don't, that stuff I'm fine with.
Mm-hmm.
So, The Rock, Gal got whatever her name is, Wonder Woman, and Ryan Reynolds have a movie coming out. They did have a new trailer that just came out. I have not watched it, so
we can watch that before we get out of here.
All right.
Is there any particular place you want me to look for?
You figure it out right here, right now, while we watch this trailer.
All right.
FBI, show me your hands!
Oh, they tricked me. This is not it.
Yeah, I seen this.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. Just a little
On
bit.
cable.
Oh, that's Sydney Prescott.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sydney.
Mm-hmm. Surprise, Sydney.
Oh, well, I thought this was the Red Notice trailer.
Yeah, I forgot where I seen that at.
Well, maybe
That's
not.
okay. Maybe we can watch it next week then.
Yep, that's fine.
Y'all set to rate the next person?
Yeah, I'm set. Just we always go to the same. Oh, that's like Versus is on.
Oh, Jadakiss and Dipset.
Let's read that.
I'll go set.
We can't